Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and I'm up in Canada this week, so my video is not going to be live. It's going to be recorded, but I'm so glad that you're here joining me today. Today, I'm going to share with you how to make this cute Kit Kat slider. It's right here like this, and you pull on the ribbon, and out slides a little Kit Kat bar. It's actually, is it upside down? I can't tell. I think it's the right side up. So it's a cute little design, and I'll show you in a second all the products you need to make this little guy. I will have a project sheet for you as always on Saturday. Here it is. I'll update it a little bit and then I'll send it out to you tomorrow. And to get my project sheet, you need to be on my email list. So look down below in the description of this video and there will be a link for you to subscribe if you're not already a member. All right, let's jump in and get started and I'll show you how I made this cute little Halloween project. All right, jumping over to my other camera. Let me prop up my project sheet so I can follow along and make sure I do things in order for you. Let's talk about the products that I used for this little holder. And I just wanted to point out, I've made a bunch of things with this bundle coming up. A couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I made this one that holds Hershey's miniatures. This one here holds a Ghirardelli square, and now this one holds Kit Kat. So there's a lot of options using this particular bundle. It's so wonderful and cute. So let's talk about it. This is the Cutest Halloween Bundle. It comes with a stamp set and a punch. And when you buy these two together as a bundle, you save 10%. You can also buy them separately, but I definitely think you need to buy them as a bundle. And make sure you order it soon because I noticed that they are on low inventory. All right. And then we have the Cute Halloween paper, and it has all these wonderful patterns in it. Cute patterns, and on the back side we've got some neutral black and white and gray and white patterns, so a lot of versatility with this paper pack, and also some of the designs actually match the punch, so you can punch them out directly from the paper if you would like to do that. Then the other thing we're using for this particular project is the Tailor Made tags, and you can probably see the tag shape on this project. So I will show you how I came to create these. All right, let's start off with, we need to score a piece that goes sandwiched in between these two tags. So let's start off with our Simply Scored. And we're going to need a piece of basic black cardstock, and I have cut this piece to, if I do it correctly, 3 inches by 4 1/8 inches. So we'll put the 4 1/8 inch side up at the top of the scoring board. And let me grab my stylus tool, and then we'll score just on this one side. We'll score at the 3/8 inch mark, the 1 7/8 inch mark, the 2 1/4 inch mark, and the 3 3/4 inch mark. So 3 3/4. Okay, so those are the 4 score lines you need to make. And I'll have those all written out in the project sheet that is coming out on Saturday. Let me grab a bone folder, and we'll just fold this piece along all the score lines. The bone folder just helps crease the folds nicely. And then one more over here. Okay. And then let's just take the Tombow here, and I folded over one of these end segments, the skinny end segment, and what I'm going to do is fold it over top like this and bring the two ends together. I find that's the easiest way. So this is flat, fold it over, and then just like this. We're bringing it together to form a little rectangular box. And let me just press down on that for a moment just to get that glue sticking. And you can fold it the other way too. All right, so there is the little inside piece. That's where the Kit Kat is going to hide. All right, let's bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We're gonna cut some tags using the Tailor Made Tags. So for that, you're going to need your base platform number 1, thin die adapter number 2, a cutting plate number 3. Then we'll grab the tags, and I'm using this tag set here, and I'll be using the 2nd largest and the 3rd largest tags. And we're going to cut a piece of designer series paper from the Cute Halloween paper. And if you want the paper to be the right side, you're going to have the paper running lengthwise on the tag. If you have a pattern of the paper that doesn't have a definite up and down pattern, you can cut that tag whatever way you want. But this one has boo on it, and I want the boo to be facing the right way. So let me just show you how that looks. That's how you'll want to cut it if you have an up-down paper pattern. We'll also need the 3rd, this is cut with the 2nd largest tag. And then we'll also need a piece of basic white with the 3rd largest one. And we'll run both of these through at the same time. Okay. So here is one of the tags and here's the other. All right. We'll set those aside, and then what you'll need to do, we need 2 more tags of the 2nd largest variety. So not the smaller of the 2, the larger of the 2, the same one that you cut the paper out of. And you're going to cut 2 tags using the 2nd largest die out of basic black. And I've already done that just to speed things up for us. All right, so we're going to take the designer series paper and we're going to glue it to one of the tags. The reason I'm not using just designer series paper is because I want to reinforce this edge so that it's nice and solid, because we're pulling ribbon through there. So I'll just put Tombow on the back side of the paper and adhere it to one of the tags. Just line it up perfectly. And then we're going to adhere one tag to the bottom of this piece. And actually we'll put the glue, the Tombow, on to here because I want to make sure the tag is bigger. So I want to make sure that I don't have glue coming out where I don't want glue. And the tag overhangs just a little bit on either side, and you want it flush with this end of the tag. See, that's the tag with a hole, but you want this box here to be flush. And then I'm just gonna lay this flat and press down and make sure that that sticks nicely. Okay, so that's the bottom, and now I'm going to attach the top. And I'll add Tombow to here. And then we'll just line this up. There's just a little bit of overhang on either side. It's about a 1/16 of an inch overhang on either side. And once that's lined up, I'm going to smush this flat so I can press it down and make sure it's sticking really, really well. Okay, so you can see now I've got the cover in place, and right here, that's where the ribbon is going to go through in just a moment. You know what I'm going to skip ahead a step for a second because I want time for my ribbon to dry. So I have mentioned before that I love this new black and white gingham, and you can color it with Stampin' Blends, and I've been doing a lot of that. I just need an 11th inch length of the ribbon, so I'm just going to measure that out. And you'll want a piece of scrap paper. If you're going to color it, I have a piece of scrap basic white here. I'm just going to lay my ribbon on there. And these are our alcohol markers called Stampin' Blends. And I'll just use my brush tip to brush along here. And this takes just a little longer to dry than some of the other ribbons. They dry really fast. This one is a little, holds the moisture just a little bit longer. So let's give it a chance to dry while I do my stamping. So I'm just gonna make it all pretty and orange. And you know what? If you don't want to color your ribbon with Stampin' Blends, you don't have to, because the black and white works really well for Halloween. But if you want to use the black and white ribbon right into Christmas, this looks really pretty colored with red or with green, and it definitely gives it more of a Christmas vibe when you do that. All right, I'm just going to lay that right up at the top, and we'll work on the rest of our stamping, and then we'll get everything ready. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want a greeting over on this end of my tag. So I like this one, "You put a smile on my face." Someone emailed me the other day and they said that they loved my little Halloween stamping projects because they had like kind of a positive vibe to it. So even if you don't do Halloween, you could still make cute little Halloween projects that aren't overtly scary. They're just kind of fun. And I like to celebrate holidays because they're just happy and fun, and we need to have fun things in our lives. I just realized I need a piece of Mango Melody cardstock. I'm going to run across the room and get that. No matter how prepared I am, there's usually something I forgot. All right, so we're going to create a little pumpkin that's going to go on this piece. So I'm using pumpkin pie and pumpkin pie ink with Mango Melody cardstock. And the reason I'm using Mango Melody is it's a little bit lighter than the pumpkin pie, so it has just a real, the pumpkin pie ink stands out a little bit better. So what I recommend when I'm using this punch, I always face my punch and see where I'm going to be able to punch. I don't want to stamp right in the center of my cardstock and then realize that I have to cut out a strip to fit it in. So let's have a look. If I stamp in this corner, it will be perfect. So let's go ahead and stamp in that corner. Pumpkin pie ink. Let's put it right down there. Ooh, that's so pretty. All right. I think I am done with the ink, pumpkin pie ink. And now I need some Memento ink again. I'll stamp the little face that goes with the pumpkin. And I'll just eyeball it and stick it right in the center right there. All right. And then we're going to punch this out. And I'll just try and center it. I'm going to clamp it down part way so I can get it centered and punch all the way through. There's my little pumpkin. And the nice thing about these images is that if you don't want to use the pumpkin, you could use the ghost, you could use the cat, you could use the little skull, whatever puts a smile on your face, use that one. All right, so we're ready to attach this tag now. And I'm just going to put Tombow on the back of it. And I'm going to line up the smaller tag hole with the bigger tag hole. And then just make sure it's straight. And then you just have that little boo greeting peeking out from behind. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. And then this little guy, I'd like to use a dimensional if I can find one. Here they are. And these are just little foam hexagons. And I'll just put one right on the back like that. And put this down here like that. So isn't that cute? All right, I think, oh, my ribbon. You can always tell if your ribbon is dry when you've colored it with Stampin' Blends. It feels a little stiff afterwards, but if you do this, it will soften back up again. But when you initially, you'll notice it no longer feels damp and it feels a little stiff. All right, so to put the Kit Kat in, and so it becomes a slider, just bend over the end a little bit and put it through one hole, put it through the other hole, come on, and then slide it through. Okay, you want about equal distance on both ends. And then you're going to take your Kit Kats, and look what I found. I found glow in the dark Kit Kats. These are 277 grams, 9.8 ounces. They have the 2 sticks in them. If you can't find these, there's probably a whole lot of other Kit Kats that will fit the same size. These are the 2-bar ones, not the 1-bar size. So just have a look and see if you can find that size. And even if you can't get them in Halloween, you can probably get them in regular Kit Kat size, so that you can do that with. So this will be fun, right? Put it out in the light for a little bit and then tuck it in here. So you'll notice the ribbon spans right there. So you'll just tuck that in. And as you're tucking it in, the ribbon pulls down, tucking that top of the label. Okay. And then on right here, you just do a little knot. And I think 11 inches is pretty good, the size of the ribbon. And then you just kind of orient that how you want, and then come back in with your scissors. Oops, got stuff sticking to my scissors. That's funny. All right. And you might want to just like bring the ribbon up to the top a little bit, rotate it a little bit, and then come in and give your ribbon some little angles just to make it look cuter. Okay, oh, so cute. And then you come in and bring your other one, and there you go. You have some Kit Kat Halloween sliders. And you know, they look so good together because I've been using the same supplies for all of them. Oh, and I forgot one little thing. The Cute Stars adhesive back sequins. This was my customer gift to people in, to my customers in August for placing orders of $50 or more. So you might have received those in the mail from me if you placed your order last month. This month I have a new one. Oh, I lost my little piercing tool. So you can use these on here, and it just like adds a little something to your projects. And just put little stars on there, and they reflect a little bit. It's so cute, right? And I use the same supplies basically for all of these holders. So you have now like a whole bunch of different options to use those supplies to make different projects. So I hope you like these little projects made with the Cutest Halloween Bundle. Let me come back to you for just a second before I go. Hello again. Well, if you stuck through this to the end and you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Just click my little picture down below. There's a little kind of icon of me, and that will take you to the subscribe page. And you can also click on notifications so you can be notified when I go live next. I always reward my customers for ordering with me. So if you place at least a $15 order using my host code, where's my host code? Let me bring that up. Here's my September 2021 host code right there. If you are ordering from me in a different month and want to know what my host code is, it's always available on my blog. Just click on over to there. It's always the first link in my blog post or in my description of the video. Click over there and then click on host code in the menu, and you will be able to get the host code and see my current offer for the month. This month, you can get your free with purchase tutorial with an order of at least $15. If you order $50 though, where are you guys? You will get a package of the wonderful snowflakes sent to you in October. They usually get there around mid-October because I have to order them at the beginning of October, get them in the mail to you. So give me a couple of weeks to get those to your door. But if you order at least $50 with me in September, this is my host code gift for you. If you're placing a large order of $150 or more, you don't have to use the host code and you will still get the reward. And this month we still have celebration going on. So for every $50 or $100 you spend with Stampin' Up this month, you will get to choose one of the celebration rewards. So make sure you order your holiday catalogs products now, because you're going to get all those extra freebies in your order when you place your order. All right, guys, I will be back next week with another recorded video. In 2 weeks, I will be back with you for another live. That's September 24th. I will be back with another, I'll be back to doing my lives. I'll be back from Canada then. So I hope you guys stay safe until then, and watch for my project sheet that will be coming in your email inboxes tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.